Welcome to the Ballinteskin Par 3 golf course hole-by-hole flyover by Inflight Digital Studio. This is a family-run course opened in 1994 and is certain to provide a challenge to all players. The course contains many quirks, none less than the ancient rat fairy site at the 7th hole, and is spread out over 3 undulating fields. Located between New Ross and Campile, the course time is approximately 60 minutes for 9 holes. Group rates are available with very competitive prices for students and children. It's also possible to hire golf clubs, bags and trolleys if needed. The first hole is a forgiving opener with plenty of fairway to work with. However, too far right and you'll find yourself out of bounds, while the left is guarded by trees. The green is protected by a bunker at the front right and surrounded by mounds to the back and left. The preferred approach is to aim for the front of the green, allowing for an uphill putt for your birdie. The second hole offers a sterner test, with an uphill shot increasing the yardage and any wayward tee shots to the right being punished by the out of bounds area that runs the full length of the hole. Stray left, however, and you may find yourself in the trees or the ravine. The green is protected to the left by a tight bunker and mounds to the back and right. Once again, you want your approach to the front, as there's a significant back to front slope on the green. The elevated tee on the third will shorten this hole by a few yards, but don't let that fool you. The fairway narrows towards the centre where trees jut out from the right, making it somewhat of a blind tee shot. Out of bounds runs all the way on the right of the hole, with trees and heavy rough to the left. A pot bunker sits front left of the green, and if you overshoot your approach, you'll have a very difficult shot back to the elevated green. The putting surface is relatively flat, which should offer some reprieve. A short but challenging hole, the fourth requires an accurate tee shot as the green is surrounded by hazards. Out of bounds to the right, with trees lining the left. A large deep bunker sits to the right of the green, with a number of mounds to the left and little room for error if you overshoot. The green itself slopes back to front, with the pin generally positioned towards the back. The longest and most difficult hole on the course, the fifth, requires a good tee shot to make par. As with previous holes, out of bounds runs the length of the hole to the right. 2 bunkers protect the green, one strategically placed front left, the other to the right, with neither visible from the tee box. Large mounds to the left and a ditch which runs across the back of the green justify its Index 1 rating. The green is forgiving, but getting there in 1 will be a challenge. Starting from an elevated tee box, the short sixth offers a good birdie par opportunity if played correctly. However, long or left would put a dent in these ambitions. To the left is a pot bunker, while overshoot and you'll be faced with a difficult shot back to an elevated green. The smart play is to aim for the front of the green. A deceptively difficult hole, the 7th catches many golfers out on club selection if nothing else. The tee shot is over the ancient fairy ring, and 2 bunkers, front and left, protect the green. Overly aggressive golfers will be punished by going out of bounds if they overhit. The green is on 2 levels, however the upper level only covers 1/4 of the green. Aim slightly to the left of centre for the safe play. On the home stretch and back to the first section of the course, the tee on the 8th is generally met with headwinds. Under club, and you'll most likely find yourself in the pot bunker which protects the front of the green. Veer left and you'll be in the ravine or facing a very difficult shot from the second pot bunker. Right is protected by mounds and long requires a challenging up and down to an elevated green. The putting surface is forgiving, providing birding opportunities to those who can find the green in 1. A slight reprieve on the final hole, the ninth still holds danger, some of which is hidden from the tee box. Out of bounds down the right, followed by a small bunker near the pin. A large concealed bunker at the back of the green awaits those who are overly eager. Left requires a delicate shot back to a narrow putting surface, therefore the smart play is the front of the green. For more information, visit ballinteskinpar3golf.com.